This is the lesson for second grade, Module 2, Lesson 1. The standard that we're focused on here is add numbers to 4, add up to 4 two-digit numbers using strategies based on place value and properties of numbers. Now, because we are working with a lower group, we're going to differentiate this in a way that we're really teaching two strategies. One of those strategies is the standard algorithm, and then the other one is to break into like parts of tens and ones. In this case, later on it'd be hundreds, thousands. But we're going to gather like units based on their place value, which will help us to focus on that strategies based on place value. And then properties of numbers, we're going to decide what order we want to add them in. So the lesson itself, once you get past the warm-up, the launch has students look at a varieties of numbers. So in this case, there are actually 8 different numbers that students would need to add together. This is something to look at with students, and the focus for this group is going to be, how do I split these numbers apart? And where are my combinations of 10? So 50 doesn't need to be split. It's just a 10. 20 doesn't need to be split. Oh, 17 could be a 10 and a 7. 35 could be a 30 and a 5. 30 and a 3, 40 and a 2, 20 and a 5. And then you're looking for those combinations of 10. Really focusing on that piece. Don't get hung up here too long. Once you move on, the next thing you'll talk about with students is this learn spot, where again they're going to have 4 different cards this time as opposed to the 8, which is a lot more reasonable, and talking through with students of how do I break these apart again. That's the biggest pieces. 1, how do I break them apart? And 2, how do I stay organized? So one of the things that we might do is, since it's a 20, well, we have 20. We don't have any ones to add. Next we have 17. Well, that's a 10 and a 7. Here we have a 30 and a 5. And here we have a 30 and a 3. Okay, I can't forget about any of these. I'm going to be so careful. Now, let me look at my ones first. I always look at my ones first. They're very important. And do I see a 10? I need a 10. I need a 10. Well, 7 and 3 is 10. So I'm done with my 7 and my 3. I created a 10 that I'm going to move here. And now that I've moved it, I'm done with that 10. All I've got left is a 5 in the ones place. And now I can go ahead and add my 10s. Again, this is tricky because these are such big numbers. So I've got 1 plus 2. Oh, I know that's 3. That's 3 10s. 1 plus 3, I know that's 4 10s. And then I've got 3 more, okay? Well, 3 and 4, I know that's 7 10s. And 3 more, oh, that's 10 10s. Whoa, look at that. I have 105. Again, this will take quite a bit longer. Just showing you. Let's see. You could show them how to create a diagram in that way. I don't know that I will really spend too much time on that. I'm not going to go into any of these other strategies other than this break apart method. That's the one to focus on. After that, when we look at the problem set, again, it just needs to be, how do I break them apart and how do I stay organized? So if we look at number 3, we have, okay, 10 plus 2, 20 plus 5, and I'm going to put these pluses in there. 30 plus 8 plus, oh, just a 10. Okay, now I'm looking for partners for 10. Let me look at my ones first. I got a 2, a 5, and an 8. Oh, I need a 10. I need a 10. Done with those. I'm going to cross them off. I don't have any other ones, so I'll put my 5 down here already. Cross it off. It doesn't matter where I drop my add-ins because of the commutative property of addition. Now, let's see with my 10s. Can I add any of those together? Well, I know that 2 plus 3 makes 5. So I've got 5 10s. 8. Oh, and I know that 1 and 1 is 2. That's 2 tens, which is 20. Okay, it's getting a little simpler here. And this is actually a beautiful way to show them how to cascade down with algebra. Okay, now we've got, oh boy, we only have a 1 here. Okay, so we'll just drop that down now. Get that out of there. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, now 5 and 2, well, I know that's 7. 7 tens. Done with those. And then my extra 10. Okay, 10. Okay, 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 tens plus 5. Oh, I've got my goodness sum at 85. So break apart. How do I stay organized? How do I stay organized? This one we might break it apart this way and just see 20 plus 7, 30 plus 2, 10 plus 3, 20 plus 8. Okay, partners for 10. Oh, there's a partner. Oh, there's another partner. Okay, so I've made 20 with my partners for 10. I'm going to add a 20 over there. Done. No ones anymore. Now, I know how to count by twos. 2, 4, 6. I've got 60. 3 and 1 is 4. 40. Oh, 6 and 4 is 10 tens. That's 100. So a few different ways. That's the problem set. There's also this one where it's a word problem, and kids are just asked to see how many kids could fit on the bus, break it apart, do that math again. As far as their exit ticket, it's really a word problem. So in this problem set, even if they don't necessarily do this one independently, they need to see it. So this might be one to focus on a class, maybe at the end, after they've done some independent practice with just the breaking, come back together to do this, and then go into this, which is our exit ticket. Okay. Tim goes to the bake shop. How many treats does Tim see? So we're going to set up our quadrant. We've got our read, draw, write, write. Okay, how many treats does Tim see? Tim sees blank treats. Done. Okay, for my read, I'm going to start with cupcakes. He sees 20 and 4. Muffins, he sees 10 and 6. Cakes, he just sees 10. And cake pops, he just sees 30. 6 and 4 is 10. Move that over. Whoop. Done with it. Done with those. Oh gosh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 80. Now, I just did a lot of that right there, right? I just did my drawing, I did my equation. I don't know how nitpicky I get on that, as long as they get to the point of he has 80, he saw 80 treats. That is that lesson in a nutshell. Enjoy.